Well, it looks like the Kris Tyson and MrBeast allegations just got a whole lot worse, as a massive Discord leak with over 500,000 messages just got released from the MrBeast server. And my friends, the things in this Discord were absolutely horrifying. Hey guys, gals, and pals, Mr. Obvious here, and today we need to talk about the MrBeast and Kris Tyson situation. Now very recently, just the other day, in fact, I'm up in the middle of the night recording this video, whistleblowers released a massive leak at chriscaught.github. Inside are a bunch of the private messages and Discord posts exposing Kris Tyson for pretty disgusting behavior, folks. And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of these things do not look good for MrBeast. Oh yeah, it's bad. Now first things first, I wanna give you guys a little background on this entire situation to kind of get you up to speed in case you're not familiar. Kris Tyson is a very famous creator and influencer who worked for the man named MrBeast. Who is MrBeast? MrBeast is the largest YouTuber on the platform, with over 306 million subscribers. No, that wasn't a typo, folks. I didn't count wrong. He has 300 million subscribers. Now, there's been a lot of controversy over the years about MrBeast over whether what he does is really charity. Is he just doing it for money? Is it just vanity? Is he actually really helping anyone? Everyone seems to have their own opinion. But that's not what we're going to be talking about today, although it kind of is. My friends, we've got to talk about these Discord leaks.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Now I think we're going to start with the following screenshot, just to establish the fact that this server had NSFW content. For those who don't know, NSFW stands for not safe for work. It's basically the internet-friendly way of saying, well, you know, like adult pictures and videos, inappropriate material for minors. Here you can see on Discord, Kris the Meme God. This was the username that Ava Kris went by in 2019. They say, I'll look into it then. I believe in a free NSFW channel. If people want to catch the blank, that's fine by me. Shade says, I like how NSFW has more messages than general. Now, the reason this is important is because we need to establish the fact that there was inappropriate material on this server. And this is a problem when your fan base is like a majority of underage teenagers. In the following screenshot, you can see a conversation between several users. A user named LST Hemo says, also memebot, how old are you? A user named cookieofgods.ti says, he turned 14 today. Memebot says, I'm 14 today. Now you can probably tell why a lot of these posts are a huge problem. Here on Twitter with a user named Fearbuck, one of the many screenshots in the Kris Tyson Discord leak. Is she asking minors to do this? WTF. Here you can see Kris the Meme God, Kris Tyson's account, just put my nudes in NSFW.
Nope, stop talking, go to jail.
Oh boy. So when this initially happened, a lot of people tried to pretend like this was about, oh, you know, these people, they're phobes and ists. Oh, these people are haters. They just don't like trans individuals. Even MrBeast himself came out with a statement basically defending Kris Tyson with a tweet that did not age well at all. Here you can see on Twitter, MrBeast says, yeah, this is getting absurd. Kris isn't my nightmare. He's my effing friend and things are fine. All of this phobia is starting to piss me off. This is what he said. And this was when Kris came out, as I understand it, and was transitioning into Ava Kris Tyson, or the name they go by now. In retrospect, this has not aged very well, because this isn't about like hating on an individual for anything to do with their intrinsic characteristics, and I personally do not believe in that. That's not the problem. I could care less if this individual is trans. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that this person was literally posting their nudes to a server full of underage kids. No. However, that's not all they did. It seems to be a pattern of behavior. A user named Discount Milk posts an attachment. Kris the Meme God posts the same attachment saying she is only 14. Damn. And I'm not sure if Discount Milk is MrBeast. I'm not sure who MrBeast is in this. There has been some speculation of who MrBeast is, a user named Moofy says, "What did you think she was?" Ailey Pritch replies, 16 is legal in some states. A user named Safajifa replies, "If she's 14, I'm 14.
I'm going to jail!"
Now I've got to say, this is probably one of the most damning screenshots in this entire leak, because I don't know what this image is. Like, it just says attachment. I can't actually see what it is. I would never post it if it, actually did show. It could be like a hentai, which is basically an anime drawing. It's not real. It doesn't actually show anything. Or it could actually show like a real person. I don't know. But the fact that we're here even having to ask that question is insane. Now, most of you have probably heard about this. One of the first things that people talked about when this controversy started was the fact that as far as 7 years ago, Ava Kris Tyson had a Shadman poster posted on the wall. Now, for those of you who may not have heard of Shadman and don't really know what we're talking about, I'll explain. Shadman is an infamous Swiss hentai artist that draws basically whatever he wants because he believes in freedom of expression. Let's just put it that way. Now, Shadman is a very controversial figure. He draws a lot of edgy art, including drawings of underage characters. And because of this, over the years, Shadman has kind of gained like this really infamous reputation. This is a person who's received a lot of criticism for some of the crazy things that they've drawn. Now, I'm gonna be honest, folks, I don't really care about the Shadman stuff. I live in America, and in America, art is pretty much legal. It doesn't matter what you draw. And here we kind of have freedom of speech, and Shadman has done some bad stuff, so I'm not defending the guy, not by far. But to me, that's not the problem. You see, the problem isn't that Kris Tyson had a Shadman poster on the wall. The problem is, MrBeast is in this photo, and he's looking directly at the poster. MrBeast and Kris Tyson are basically childhood friends. They've known each other for years. And this is why people are very, very concerned, because this Discord leak shows that this had been going on for many, many, many years. He sees it. He knows exactly what Ava Kris Tyson is into, and he said nothing. In fact, it's very hard to believe that MrBeast didn't know what Ava Kris Tyson was into. It's a damning photo, my friends. Now, this is important because on Twitter, MrBeast released an official statement basically saying that over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations of Ava Tyson's behavior online. I am disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts. Etc., etc. Now, the reason this is a problem is because MrBeast is claiming that he didn't know anything about it. He had no clue. He was blindsided. Oh, how could my friend of many, many, many years do this? I didn't know.
What the f*** is this? I don't know.
However, if you thought all this was bad, it gets worse. In more breaking news, we actually have a whistleblower here on Twitter with a user named Mooskina. They go on to say that they were assaulted by Ava Tyson, and she basically goes on to tell her story. I'll sum it up because, I want to keep this video, appropriate. But basically, she says that she was pressured by Ava Kris Tyson into giving special favors as part of her job. Basically, she was being taken advantage of.
Play of the game.
I don't really want to get into the details, but basically, Ava Tyson was engaging in inappropriate activity with employees. And not a mutual thing, like they were getting favors, giving nothing in return, and basically taking advantage of this person. This is a major problem. Here on Twitter, Tim Pool brings up a really good point. He says, the whole company and HR knew what was going on, and nothing was done. Now, the reason I highlight this, as it is a recent update, is because there seems to be a pattern of behavior where the MrBeast company, instead of actually dealing with these issues and solving them and getting rid of potential predators and abusers, they just sweep it under the rug. They say, this will damage the brand, we'll get canceled, we cannot let this get out. And because MrBeast has denied any knowledge of this, that looks really, really bad, my friends. Because if you take a look at some of the leaks, when Ava Kris Tyson came out and was going to transition and basically announced that they were going to make this change, MrBeast says, hey, please listen to me very carefully. We have to support Kris, like it's critical to the business. Creators have been canceled for less. It really comes off as, to me, like MrBeast was more afraid of getting canceled than actually stating what he truly believed or acting according to his principles. And I personally find that pretty disturbing. But after this massive leak, I think the cat's out of the bag. And there needs to be a real investigation into all of this. Now, MrBeast claims that he's going to investigate it, but I'm not talking about his little, like, corporate investigation. Like, that means nothing. You need to get the authorities involved. This is very serious stuff. And you know, at this point, I just don't think it's even possible to be like, oh, we're going to sweep this under the rug. No one's allowed to talk about it. Lawyer up, suppress things. It's not gonna work. And I honestly think we're at the point where this stuff can no longer be hidden. 500,000 messages in these leaks. This website is up, it's on GitHub, Kris caught. It's not going away, and everyone is gonna be talking about it. So I really hope that MrBeast does the right thing and gets this properly investigated, works with authorities in order to protect his fans, because at the end of the day, this is about protecting children and protecting potential victims. And that's what's most important. But that, my friends, is merely the obvious. Well, that's all for today, folks. Thank you for watching the video. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for notifications for updates on future videos. Now, with all of that said, if you want to support the channel, please join us on Patreon or Subscribestar. Doing so will give you access to Fight Club, a private Discord server. If you are able to, I recommend joining for $3, about the price of a cup of coffee. You know, it's once a month, but that'll give you full access to, our Discord. We have a lot of great people there. It's a lot of fun. Unlike other places, it's just us adults. It's us old farts and 30-year-old boomers and 20-year-olds. And it's a pretty cool time. But any amount helps. It's greatly appreciated. And it's viewers like you that just make this all possible. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you all next time. I'm out.